shift, a paradigm shift about getting riches, but all go through the right processes, and the government would play a huge role in making that happen. He also talked about ensuring that his promises are kept, because he said he's the captain of the ship and he will do everything he can, because Nigerians are not lazy and they deserve a better life. So he's going to do everything he can to bring about the prosperity in the land. And what I want you and I to talk about are some of the things that the president has mentioned. I mean, he also joked about certain things like the Supreme Court, giving him a secured job, or rather, did I say the Supreme Court? The Court of Appeal, I beg your pardon, giving him a secured job. And he mentioned some other things. I want us to delve into some of the things that the president said, and then I open the phone lines and you tell me what you think. It's as simple as that, simple a conversation that we're about to have this hour. So the first thing he mentioned was Nigeria being so rich, and yet the citizens are poor, and it's not supposed to be so. Now I'm going to read. President Bola Tinubu has reiterated his commitment to making Nigeria better, describing his countrymen as hard-working people who believe the nation has no reason to be poor. He said this when he received a high-powered 62-man delegation comprising leaders from both the governing All Progressives Congress and the opposition People's Democratic Party to the State House in Abuja on Thursday. And I quote, "We're not lazy people, we are richly endowed. We just need to be our brother's keeper and good neighbors to one another. I am not a president that will give excuses." And he said, I will work hard for our nation with purpose, determination, and dedication to create wealth for all Nigerians. We have no reason to be poor. We will not look back. We will run aggressively forward. Today we may be swimming against the tide, but the waves will soon propel us forward from behind. We will achieve the goals and dreams of our forefathers. I am inspired by the nation of people I now lead. Okay, so that's part of what the president said. He said some other things, but it was 18 minutes. If you want to take all of its content, it was an 18-minute speech, so we can't take all of it. But my conversation is anchored on the visit. Now, it's called a Rivers delegation, and so you and I should be interested in that delegation. And I've just told you it comprises of, traditional leaders, politicians, people in government, the former Rivers State governor, the present Rivers State governor, his deputy. They were all there, 62-member delegation. First question, and it's born out of sincerity, because I want to know, and I guess you probably have the answers to that. Should the traditional rulers be partaking in politicking? Now, it's a visit to the president to make a demand. Could the governor and the former governor and maybe the legislators not have gone to make that demand? Once again, sincere question. Could they have done it on their own? Did we need the traditional rulers to be there? Because I'm asking, the traditional rulers are custodians of our, culture and tradition, and it is believed that they are not supposed to take sides. Just like a journalist is not supposed to take sides. You have the unbiased nature, so that when the people from the different sides come to you, you can have a transparent judgment and deliver and lead the people in the right way. But when you now have to dance to the tune of whoever is in government, does it not make it difficult? Because remember, in the various communities, we've got people from different political parties. That's the first question that comes to mind. The second question that comes to mind is, what do you make of the politics that has been played? Because I do think it's politics that has been played right now. And I'm going to tell you what I mean. So the governor and the former governor pays the president a visit. And in part In the meeting, as part of the meeting, one of the things, if you listened to the president's speech, one of the things he mentioned was that they came to thank him. They came to show their support. They came to, they came in solidarity. That's the word. That's the political word. They came in solidarity to say, Baba, you too much. We supported you and we're happy that you're still here and that you won in the PEPC. Something like that. I'm paraphrasing, but something in that nature. Now, what do you make of the politics? In all of the praise singing, he also gave some back, and he said that the former governor, Wike, is above and beyond an exceptional minister, wonderful minister, and he said you can see in the way he has approached his duties, and he said it's not just a minister, but it's someone close to him at heart, and he has the president's ears. And that was basically it. And I began thinking, is this a way of aligning with the center? And if yes, how does this bring blessings to the state? Because remember the arguments in the past 8 years were that, nothing was being brought from the federal to the state. And, that's why things were not moving as fast as they should. Things were not moving smoothly. But what do you make of this current politicking where 62 member delegation traveled to Abuja, Aso Rock to be precise, and sat with the president. And, they had, all of the political back and forth. Is this a good alliance for Rivers State? Is this a good one for Rivers State? But then what does this mean for a Nyesom Wike in the politics of Nigeria? But also, we want to bring back the PDP conversation. Now, the governor is the deputy chairman of the Governors Forum, in the PDP. And for some time, we've seen reports where he has been represented by his deputy. We've seen those reports. And now he has gone to say, thank you, I'm in solidarity with the president, even though the PDP is still challenging the case at the Supreme Court. So you see, the politics is deeper than, what we think. I don't know if you agree. But I want to get your thoughts on this. I'm trying to have a political conversation. I'm trying to see if there are any deeper meanings to the visit. But what are your thoughts on this? A simple conversation. Remember, there were APC members there as well. The former president of the NBA was also there. I'm talking about Okocha-san. And he said, see, it's democracy. There is a majority, there is a minority, and the people who have been complaining about the appointments made by the president, they are in the minority. Nigerians are happy that the appointments cut across political borders, and, basically that was that. So I'm looking at it from 2 angles, or even 3 angles, I beg your pardon, 3 angles. First one is traditional rulers and politicking. Should that be a thing? I mean, of course, they have to be in tune with governance, so they can also drag and attract, governance to their communities, their localities. I get all of that. But this high level of politicking, should they be involved in? I'm asking. Secondly, I'm looking at it from the politics, and I'm looking at it from the politics of the former governor, Nyesom Wike, now the minister of the FCT. Where does this place him in the scheme of things when we talk politics in Nigeria, given the words spoken by the president? I mean, some of us in time past have said, it's just FCT minister. But is that what it really is, going by the words of the president? Or do you think it's just, one of those political words from the president? And thirdly, I'm looking at it from the alliance, Rivers State, the federal government, what we stand to gain. What are the possibilities of such alliances? Now that the governor in person has made a demand to the president, maybe let's start from there. Do you see the possibility of the east-west road, Eleme access, even Imbiama access, being constructed in a hurry? Maybe now the Minister of Niger Delta will want to do it. NDDC will want to rush it. Minister of Works, Umahi, would also, want to jump on it. I don't know if you get where I'm coming from, right? And then the other angle is, the PDP. They've been talking about expel this and no expel that. And the matter is still in Supreme Court. I'm talking about the presidential election. But solidarity visit led by the River State Governor. What do you make of that? 0817 923 0002 is the call number, and 0817 923 0003 is the other call number. WhatsApp 0809 0306416 is the WhatsApp number. You can send your WhatsApp messages, but then after the commercial break coming up in about a few seconds. Stay tuned. the 4 o'clock hour. I am Kalada Karubata, but this is Hard Facts, and you're listening to 92.3 Nigeria Info. So I've given 4 angles thereabout to the conversation. Just a quick reminder. The first one is traditional rulers in politics. Should that be a thing? I mean, I kind of struggle to explain how I feel about this topic, but I mean, I still believe you get the gist. And the gist is, one, traditional rulers and politics, should that be a theme? Secondly, the politics of things. Where does this place the former governor in the scheme of things when we talk Nigerian politics? Thirdly, the alliance between the federal government and the state government, something that hasn't happened since when PB was at the center. Of course, when we had Goodluck, even during Goodluck's time, at a certain stage, there was the fallout between Goodluck and Amechi, and so there was no steady alliance, so to say. There was no healthy alliance, maybe I should put it that way. But now we've come to the point where the governor has led a 62-man member delegation, and they're saying, we are in solidarity with you. And I'm asking, there's also the Supreme Court. What do you make of all of this? 0817-923-0002 and 0817-923-0003. Remember, there is the WhatsApp message portal. You can send your WhatsApp messages to that number, 0809-030-6416. Remember, we have a call screener. Drop your name, your location, and then you get patched through to the studio where you and I can talk about your contribution. All right, keep those calls coming in, 0817-923-0002 and 0817-923-0003. All right, Ida from Nkora is the first caller. Welcome, Ida.
Yeah,
let's get your thoughts, please.
Especially. How are you?
I'm doing great.
Yeah, first of all, I want to thank the Golden Governor of Rivers State for that delegation.
All right, let's just get straight to the point, please.
It took Rivers people down to President about the East-West Road and all that thing that concerns Rivers State.
All right.
You can see that he's a good governor. He didn't go for a personal problem, he go for Rivers problem, and the President also promised him that he will fix that East-West Road and other things there. So His Excellency, the Golden Governor of Rivers State, Fubara, you've done well. I know you are a true Rivers son. Thank you very much. God bless.
All right, thank you very much, Ida. Moving on, Ben from Mile 1, welcome. What's on your mind, please?
Kalada, good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon to you. Welcome.
Okay, 62 persons from Port Harcourt.
From River State, not
Mr. President.
From River State, not necessarily Port Harcourt.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I said River State, not necessarily Port Harcourt.
They are 62 now.
Yeah, 62, yeah.
The question I'm asking, I hope they didn't spend the government money to pay their flights. They spend their own personal money. Because to me, such is not necessary at all.
All right.
Anyway, we did ask if it is needful for traditional rulers to be part of that.
Can you move away from your radio, please?
Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, loud and clear.
So if they sponsor themselves, in as much as they didn't use the state money, I don't have any problem. Anybody can go, even if you are a traditional ruler, you are a politician, whatever. Not their own personal money, then to me that visit is not necessary as it were, because people are suffering. If there's anything cushion the effect, adverse effect of removal of West subsidy that is making the average Nigerian to suffer.
All right.
So that is my take. All
right. Thank you very much. Noisy there. Samira from out of Georgia, missed your call. Sorry about that. Ken from Ubimini, welcome. What's on your mind?
Good evening, Canada. Once more.
Greetings to you. Welcome.
I want to talk about the traditional rulers that follow the governor and the 62 others to see the president.
I'm listening.
You see, according to your question, It's unfortunate that the Nigerian traditional rulers have now deeply participating in Nigerian politics. Sorry to give a kind of flashback. During 1996, when the then sole administrator of Rivers State, Colonel Musa Shehu, came to my community, Ubumili here, the community leaders came to my father to come out with his costume and traditional attire, which is not permitted by our tradition and culture. My father said that he cannot move from his house to that place to welcome the sole administrator, that he is not a politician, that they are the elders of the community, that he only libate and then bless whosoever that wants to come to the community, and not for him to go there. That is by the way.
So
now,
what's your point, Ken? Let's get to your point.
That aided the governor and others to Abuja. It is regrettable that Nigerian traditional rulers had supposedly not even trying to partially operate or participate in Nigerian politics. It is very, very uncalled for. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Benson from Eche. Benson, welcome. Let's get your thoughts on this. We're live on Facebook, by the way, Nigerian for PH.
Hello, good evening.
And live on YouTube, Nigerian for PH. Benson.
My name is speaking Benson, calling from Eche.
Benson, welcome. Let's hear you.
Commenting on the delegation to Mr. President. There is nothing wrong about the visit to Mr. President.
Okay.
And on the area, if it will produce something, yes, it will yield dividends to Rivers people.
Okay. What kind of dividends do you think it will bring to Rivers people?
By project, because those prayers, those people will be given there. The things they will be asking Mr. President may consider them quickly because of his ties with the former governor.
All right.
And not that the former governor is so dear as he claimed, but for the work he did for him here in Rivers State. Canada. Will you ask me the kind of work he did for
No, the president said he did a great work. He mentioned it, so I'm not going to ask you. Just move on. Williams is waiting, so just quickly, please.
Can you come again? I didn't hear you very well.
Just go ahead with your thoughts. Summarize, please.
Okay. So, because the president perceived that he dislodged his perceived political enemy here in Rivers State. And for that, they might tend to do anything that he asked him to do for him.
All right then. Benson, thank you very much. I've got to move on. William from Rumukparali, welcome, William. What's on your mind, please?
Yeah, Mr. Kalada, long time.
Welcome, William.
Yeah. About the governor with the leaders went to Abuja to go and see Mr. President. See, Kalada, I always tell people that this our politicians is for just for themselves. Because going to Abuja to do well. How about the revenue they are giving you? Can you make use of it in the state? They will give you revenue, oil revenue, you are taking tax. 13 years, there is poverty. You can't do anything. The only thing you do is to do roads. Mr. Canada, on their way going to that place is just that pledge loyalty.
But then again, I'm asking, William, I'm asking, let's agree with you, pledge loyalty, but will Rivers State, benefit from that loyalty? And I'm asking because, like I said, it's been a while that the state has been, in good terms with the center, with the federal government. And will this fast track development in the state? And once again, the quickest example is the Eleme axis of the East-West Road. And that's a valid question. That's a pertinent question, right?
Mr. Kalada.
Yeah.
Going to that place is for their own self. Because let me tell you something. Did you remember when a former governor said the federal government have roads? He made a statement when he was ruling. So federal government have roads, who give them road. See, Mr. Kalada, River State have enough money to even do that project.
All right.
They see this our Nigerian politicians is for their own interest. I'm telling you, going to that place is just to go and bless the land.
All right. Thank you, William. Thank you, William.
Yeah, thanks.
Keep those calls coming in. 0817-923-0002. 0817-923-0003. We're live on Facebook, Nigeria Info PH. We are live on YouTube, Nigeria Info PH, and we are active on X, formerly Twitter, Nigeria Info PH. But you could also send messages to the WhatsApp portal 0809 030-6416. That is the WhatsApp number. So I'm just going to delve into the WhatsApp portal and read some messages. So it says the meeting with President Tinubu and elders of Rivers State, including Governor Fubara, in respect of the reconstruction of Refinery Road is a great movement. Fidelis Elemuwa from Chokochoeche. Let's say this one. The visit to Aso Rock by Rivers politicians. In the first place, no legitimate. I don't want to go into the argument. I mean, I just said APC members were there. That's what is reported. So let's leave that one. But you then said all of these are just done to buy into an APC-led federal government by a group of politicians who has lost love and salt with the PDP where they belong. This is just to right the wrong narratives bandied out there, which looks like a morally healthy visit and engagement. Previous people should not be by that facade. We all know that behind this and everything it does, people must be compelled in exam traditional rulers we saw in that picture. May God bless Nigeria. But I've got Susie from Erema. Greetings, welcome. What is on your mind? Yeah, Susie. The line is not very clear, Susie. Can you hear me? All right. I think we have a network, so I'll just give you tiny lines. But let's just try one more time. 0819230002 0817-923-0003. If the network is so terrible, we try the other lines, but one more time. I've got a call. Your location.
I remain the distinguished employer.
Welcome.
I think the visit was indeed a very good one. The last time I checked, they didn't go for campaign.
Okay.
It all amounts to the quest to Rivers people regarding the East-West Road, which was one of what I think was the first point of discourse. The government and if this, what we as community people are yearning for from the federal is being, granted, wouldn't be a kudos to those royal highnesses and royal majesties that accompany them. Because if you look into that picture vividly, there were pastors also, good clergymen of God.
Yeah, I did see pastors, yeah. There are
good clergymen of God. That tells you that is for the best interest of Rivers people. We cannot play politics with everything. They didn't go there to demand for whatever deal that will benefit them and their families.
So Temple,
yes?
You think that this will benefit Rivers State? In what ways? Is it developmental? Is it political? In what ways?
As far as I'm concerned, politics is far back behind us. We are not in governance.
All right.
As far as governance is concerned, it will benefit us as far as infrastructural development is concerned. That is the key point, and that is the reason why what they went there for. You understand? We should tend to push forward for what Rivers people will get. We are far back behind playing politics. This is time for governance, and everybody's hands must be on deck. Be you a traditional ruler, be you a clergyman, be you whatsoever, you must push forward.
All right.
We must push forward. We shouldn't play politics.
All right.
Wow.
Thank you very much, Temple. But do you agree with Temple? Temple said it's not politics. At that time, we would jokingly say these politicians were trying to cut the beautiful bride. They were trying to get the beautiful bride and all of that stuff. So you think this is what the lens is? And of course, from the political angle, and Martha is still in court, Governor of Rivers State is PDP, is also the deputy chair about the government forum in PDP. Did it from that angle. And I'm asking, behind words spoken about the former government by president. What does this also mean for the former governor when we talk, Jerry? Conley from Rokiri, welcome.
Okay, good night.
Hello.
Okay, good morning, sir. Good
Afternoon.
My name is Lee from...
All right, Conley, welcome. Let's hear you, please.
Yeah. I think we are meeting things together.
Okay, tell about it.
Politics and governance.
Okay.
When it comes to politics, excuse the traditional rulers.
Okay.
They are not supposed to participate, to be at the campaign, to be at this and that. Is why the normally go to them during campaign to get their palace.
Okay.
But when it comes to governance, government body must go. Clear the road, all the projects they are talking about, is not in their own place. So this is their take as far as governance of their own territory is concerned. So we should not mix it up at all. There is difference between politics and governance.
Okay.
And that is essential and essential rulers who are there. Politics from
governance.
So
all
that
right.
is my own thing.
All right. Well said, Conley. I do appreciate. Let's see. This one says, "This is walk on to one because they need development." Rose from Roger's thinking more. I'd say it's governance, not politics. Okay, but I think I smell a bit of politics. Do you? 17923 there is 02 and 089230.
Good evening, Mr. Kalada.
Yeah, please don't know what you said. Thank you.
Yes, I am honorable. He's calling from LMN.
All right, honorable.
Let my voice a little to discussion on your vote.
All right.
So far, I am concerned. First of all, let me say the River State government has been toiling and playing with whatever project that do with the ongoing extraction, and they are using the East-West Road as a point of negotiation in the presidency.
No, calm down, Gift. It's a conversation.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear. How do you mean they are using that road as a point of negotiation? Negotiation for what?
Thank you so much, and let me react to that. The previous administration under the leadership of ex-Governor Wike, he was also doing other projects on federal roads. And the federal roads were roads that according to him, belongs to the federal government. But he was emphasizing on doing projects on those federal roads. What stops him from maintaining or embarking on this road, on the East-West Road, that leads to the Ogoni axis? That is one. Two. Okay. For them to think, a constitutional president, they are their personal relation.
But when they make their demands, I know we love politics, but when they make their demands, what they ask for construction of that road, and Governor, I play on clip before we start the show. Did you not see?
Yes. And what I want you to understand, they know that their interest, and that is why they all make that arrangement, and they are using that as a yardstick to discuss. Just for people to think that they are working for the betterment of River State, but with the kind of money coming from the federal government, they have all that it takes to work the road.
Think of this. What if they're trying to back from GRA? Confirm, please.
And good evening,
Benga, I need you to be audible. I can barely make out what you're saying. Please, can you increase your volume? The line is terrible. But I can't hear you. I'm sorry. I've got to let you go. Dr. Mata. Yeah, greetings to you.
Afternoon.
Yeah, afternoon to you.
I think this is politics.
You like this kind of politics, yeah?
Yeah. Clearly, I tell you that I'm playing politics at this point.
Okay.
We have campaigns. We have gone for elections. It is all over. So now it's business. Serious business for that matter. Every day I tell you when I say on this my road, I cannot enter the city, Canada.
All right.
And if that is the politics that the chiefs are going to play, I think I love this one.
All right.
Because there is no way we can
All right then. All right. You like this one you have gone to do. All right. Thank you. Thank you very much, Madam Dota. Thank you very much for your input. I've got a few minutes. I could 1 or 2 more calls. Let's do it. 07923 002 0817 When I will attend more call. And we call it a wrap. Of course, we still treat this during open season. Remember, 4 angles or perspective to the conversation: the traditional rulers and politicking, the alliance being formed by